these attachments, and you hop into the.
Did I see?
You left the door open to the Daisy while you were working on this stuff, and so your little cockpit and that little working area was wide open while you're working on this. Little shadows all over down. It's really kind of dark. But anyways, so you jump into the Daisy, you shut your thing, you sit down, and you're looking, you're ready to detach.
Yep.
So you make the radio call up to the bridge.
No.
And
just static.
Just I can't move is all you hear back.
We're fucked.
And you hear proximity alert. Impact imminent.
We're fucked.
You can either run up to the top and try and steer it out of the way. You can try and do a fancy move, hooking the Daisy on the back of the ship and do a...
Well, is Rye doing anything up in the bridge?
You haven't heard anything from Rye. Rye's down in the bridge, one level down.
Okay, so I assume I can't see anything outside of the...
No, you can ask Mother individual questions or however you want to do that stuff too.
Can I try an empathy roll to try and
yeah, you want to do that. Yeah. Talk them down. It's
So
I believe it's under its command.
Okay.
Pull your shit together, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, Chief.
We are supposed to be buds.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Oh, are you guys allies?
Yeah, we're allies.
All right, so take a bonus on that.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So.
Who needs water?
I do. Is there any Coke in there?
I just drank the only one.
Well, I don't have any.
I'll take water. You could have just said, nope, we don't have any. Instead, you have to say, I drank the only one. I would have been blissfully unaware that you hogged the only... No, I'm just kidding.
Hand up, yeah?
No, this is fine. I'll drink this. Thank you.
Cookies and more crunchy munchies in there.
I have no buddies.
There's a reason for that.
I would say, hey, you remember that time we were on Colony Beta 1-4 and those guys in that bar were gonna, have at us, and we got out of that?
Should have let them
snap out of it, okay?
Ed, Mother gives you an update.
I say, and I tell him, just roll it to port and use those rear air brakes.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so, damn it, no successes.
And you blew it.
And I got a 1.
You're just going to have to run up there and do it yourself.
Okay.
It's just not going to work to try and...
Damn it, okay.
I'm taking the last 2 cookies, everyone.
Here we go.
Hey, I'm also keeping an eye out for Ava.
Yeah, you have no idea where she is on the boat.
Okay, can I try the tracker, I guess? Well,
yeah. You start running up the stairs, make an agility check while you're doing the tracker at the same time.
Agility check, no problem. That's going to be 7 of these guys. Okay, I get a stress.
You won't get a stress from this. It's just to see whether or not you fail your roll.
Okay.
But how many did you offset?
I got,
1 success and 1-1?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I don't see anything on the tracker?
No, you're just too busy running.
All right.
And because you're running, you don't know if you're picking up yourself or something else.
Fuck it.
But as you're running up the stairs and you're coming through the back galley this way, you detect twitchy. You hear the door open behind.
Oh.
And the ship begins to go around the other ship. Just last second, you hear that careening and creaking again. You hear that heat exchange from the back break loose again, and it starts to cartwheel the ship into a spin as it goes around the outside of the Cronus.
I yell.
So your artificial gravity is still pulling down, but your centrifugal forces are now pulling you outward slightly.
I say, Ava, get her to the cargo bay.
All right, make a command.
Really not that great at. Okay.
So what's the update from Mother?
The update from Mother says that you are getting a mysterious ping from somewhere in orbit around Draconis 27, which I think is where you're at, right?
26.
26, Draconis.
Yeah, 26.
And if you look it up on the Wikipedia, it's a really neat star system. But, anyways, it's getting a mysterious ping from someplace out here.
A ping would mean just a blip?
Back and forth from a ship or from something else.
Is it a signal or just like a...
Yeah, it'd be a signal. You're not quite sure what it is yet.
Can they decipher what it is?
You ask Mother to kind of lock in what it is, make a comm check roll to kind of describe what you need exactly. Ships at this period operate on mostly binary and low-level tech because of constant space EMPs, neutrino bursts. So what the company's discovered is it's easiest just to basically use low There's no like fucking holograph screens, high-tech blippy lights. It's freaking binary. You got a green screen, this type of stuff. There's no...
Okay.
We don't have the flat screen TV. We got the old cathode ray.
Yeah, and the reason for that again is it's not like there's heavy metals and easily found elements out here in space. So anyways, that's why it tends to run on that tech level.
Okay. So my ComTech is 4 because width's 3.
Yep, so you should have 7 whites. Your ComTech's 4?
No, I'm sorry, 1.
1. And
then my width is 3, so 4.
So 4 total.
So 4 white.
And it's we'll make it a +1, so 1 additional white on the difficulty.
So when you say +1, that's what?
+1 white die.
Okay. It's not to the die roll itself.
Right. Yeah. If it was a penalty, you just remove dice. Oh yeah, you make it.
Alright. And no bad reds.
So I failed on my... Well, I've succeeded, but I got a stress on my command check.
Okay.
I sense PvP in the future.
Well, she doesn't give you any other information than that.
So I failed. Okay, Jay. So I did get a 1 on my stress die. I did succeed in my command roll to Ava.
Okay.
But I got so I fail.
So add your stress. She finally responds. You're yelling as you're going up there that she needs to get him out of the seat. She's still twitching. She kind of hears it, but then she twitches again.
I yell, "Cargo bay, cargo bay, cargo bay!"
And finally, she just grabs you. She grabs you by the neck, turns, drags you literally out of the seat, and you finally like start to shake loose, and you're getting pulled down the hallway, down the stairs. She unceremoniously, like hurls you into the ship, and
what the hell? I should have left me to die.
There's been a lot of this.
Yeah.
you come in quickly thereafter.
Yeah.
Is that wits?
Does Ava get in the
with full
Daisy?
stress, whatever your stress is?
Ava
Yes,
get
she
in
gets in.
tug?
You get in. She like folds herself up in the back end.
All right, and so then I'm gonna.
She's in terrible shape.
I'm gonna hit the ignition switch.
It's a lot of dice.
Cocked.
So just one on the 2 1s on the stress.
No, this is the stress. These are the stress dice. So 1 stress and then 1 success, I guess.
Okay.
So any 1 on a stress die
Causes the
whole thing
just. Another unique thing about the rule set is if you fail the roll,
you guys are still in your
you
helmets.
don't get to try it again. You've got to do something different.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm
You
saying?
didn't take your helmet off, did
So,
you?
like, let's say we're trying to open a door,
Right.
and we try a strength check and we fail.
And she
then
just,
we need to do
you
a
can just kind of see it under the hair right there.
Or
You know what I'm
the
saying?
demolitions something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we spot a little hatchway that we could go
All
through
right,
the ducts.
make a pilot check.
Okay.
+3 to pull out of the bay.
All right. So piloting.
I'm gonna tell.
Being that we're in,
Oh, Ed, you get another ping that says corporate suite door open.
being that we're in our, is there any way to communicate in our suits where Ava would not be able to hear?
Your repeater was broken outside. Oh, by the way, you're getting flung around. You're at -1 on your pilot check. Sorry, because the spin of the ship from that broken heat stabilizer.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna tell Mother. So I got the corporate suite door was open.
Yes.
We don't have any type of cameras or anything, right?
Nope.
Okay.
You know that the corporate suite is the only place where there's still an EEV. All the other ones have been ejected. You guys check these other escape vehicle areas, and all that's left is the giant hulking red suits behind the glass door, and all the other EEVs were ejected.
Okay. I'm gonna disable this EEV.
Okay, go ahead and make.
Not permanently disabled.
Yeah,
but
I
just,
know. Make a comm check.
Make it so none of us can take it without you?
All right, here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
I fire the thrusters. Hand me the hydro spanner. Alluvial damper. Okay.
nice roll.
Oh yes. Okay. So I succeed with no stress.
All right, you back that little thing out. Montero's headed that direction. You head down.
Davis, I don't know what I'd do with it.
So
No problem, Chief.
So I didn't succeed in the roll. Do I get? You said I get to try it again?
No.
You can push. So
Okay.
add a stress die and re-roll
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
you can
want.
push
If
it.
you want.
Do I gain a stress out of that?
Yes.
Yeah, you gain a stress because you're just like, God damn it, and you try again,
So it's
essentially.
like you're
Are we able to, like, seat belt in?
Yeah, we can strap in.
Can we,
You guys do have headsets back and forth to each other, even though you have your helmets on. Oh, make air checks. You guys were at 5. Who was at 3? Cham was at 3?
yeah, I think it was Jim.
Oh, man. What'd you get?
Yeah, I was
good.
6.
No successes?
No.
All right, so your mother is unable to set that from here. Ooh, good.
So wait,
So what do we roll for the air?
Roll however many you got left on stress dice. Any ones means you drop by 1. You guys all drop by 1 anyways because it's been that amount of time.
We're keeping track of air.
T minus 2 minutes to reach minimum
Down in the
safe
bottom
distance.
left corner is consumables. I have nothing there.
I was at. Well, what did you roll on your 6-sided die earlier? Like I rolled a 6.
I don't remember making that roll.
I saw you make the roll. You did not get anything. We're super low. Rye got the other one. You guys are, and you're like, you're pulling up to the vehicle bay.
Wait. He. So I'm down to a 4.
So no ones. So I'm at a.
So you're just down. Yeah, down.
Miller, what were you going to say to me through our suit communicators?
Yeah. The synth has a pustule on her neck.
She doesn't have a pustule. She's got one of the little black mushroom motes that's still poofing out. One has obviously grown on her over time. She doesn't know it. It's under her damaged area.
We need to get rid of her.
Okay.
Or you can just quarantine her. There's these little motes all over the ship, but insert.
We
just need to keep an eye.
Yeah,
We can't let her get near the other.
I mean, we can't just like pop the hood or pop. I mean, could we? Can we pop the canopy of this thing and
Suck her out. No, it's not set up that way.
Okay.
You guys need to load and land in the vehicle bay.
All right. I yell.
Now we gotta find out if
I yell. Wait, where's your?
I call
Wilson. I yell, Wilson. You got that bay door open yet?
And Wilson, you don't know if you can open the bay door here, but the bay door is not open down below. Rye should already have it open. She's been down in the...
Rye? Come in, Rye.
No response from Rye. Nothing.
Wilson.
Do I hear anything over? I mean, do we have common comms or?
You do, but the repeater that you need, the signal amplifiers, because of distance, now that they're close enough to your ship, you have T minus 1 minute to reach minimum safe distance.
Wilson!
So you're gonna have to try from central, from the mainframe, the mother mainframe.
Okay,
here.
I try that.
Make your comm check, tech check.
God, I suck at CotG.
I'd say.
So successes on the stress die don't count for anything.
Successes do count. Is that a 6?
Yeah.
Yep, it counts, but 1s are always bad on
Okay,
cancels the whole thing. But
okay.
6s do count. That's the advantage of stress dice. That's your adrenaline.
All right, so I get the door. No, I get
All right.
the
Open the pod bay door, Hal.
yeah.
Hal, open the door, Hal.
Sorry, Dave.
Now, you notice you don't have time for a lot of tomfuckery here.
No.
It's going to be tight.
Yep.
T minus 30 seconds to reach minimum safe distance. The Montero's kind of speeding off towards the star.
Chief, hang on.
And you're going to have to, this can go really bad. If you fail this roll, you're not only going to blow yourself up and him and Ava and that, you're also going to decompress D6 levels of the Cronus, and we'll be playing an
No
NPC.
pressure.
Are you also including the 50,000 pounds of C3 I have in the cargo?
That's a disadvantage.
How are they not in a safe distance, whereas
The ship itself's going to have some protection. If they're still outside the pod bay doors,
I
they're
see.
going to get blasted into
We're in,
oblivion
like,
on the
this
Montero.
little-
Montero's going to
Yeah.
self-destruct.
Emperor
Yeah.
Palpatine shuttle?
Yeah, we are in the ailing cargo shuttle called Daisy. All right, so what's my minus on my skill
All
check?
right, Daisy just fits into the vehicle bay of the Cronus, but she scrapes at the bay ceiling at the lowest point. Pilot makes piloting roll.
Is there
Straight
any way
up.
I can
If you
assist?
fail, roll 1 stress die for each tank. Any one means the tank explodes. You got how many tanks?
Is there any way that I can assist?
You mean
You
roll
got
a D6?
D3, yeah.
D3?
Is it possible for me to assist?
Yeah. Add a white because Miller's got the command.
I rolled a 5, so does that mean I got 2 or 3?
You got 2.
2.
All right. So go ahead and roll your piloting.
I'm assisting.
And what does that give me?
One additional white or
So
non-stress.
that's 8 skill dice, but I have 5 stress dice. So if I roll any one on a blue die, we fail. No. I thought Warhammer 3 was bad. Okay, I rolled a 1.
Awesome.
It's okay, I'm going to push it.
Okay.
I'm an adrenaline freak. I'm kind of enjoying this. So I'm going to go to 6.
Got 6 stress.
Davis, come on!
Go ahead and remove one of your stress because you got the commander breathing down your neck.
Oh, all right. Okay, I rolled a 1 on a blue die. However, because I am a adrenaline freak, I can push an agility skill twice.
All right, there you go.
So but I do have to add in another blue die.
All right.
I mean, what are the odds?
Well, even if you fail here, you're going to get into the thing, as long as you got your successes. But you boinked the tanks around.
Oh, I see.
And they're just prone to explosions. So.
Okay. Yee-hoo! Yep, I rolled a 1. Okay.
So anyways, you still succeed,
Okay.
but you need to roll a d6 for each of the 2 tanks.
All right, so I rolled 2 tanks.
So did you want to play? Do you want to play the Marine, the medic, John Wick?
There we go, Jamie. 5s. Okay.
Oh.
One of them breaks loose. It's rolling back and forth.
There's all the air stuck.
Yeah.
And the bottom's coming up. You radio back to Wilson. He closes the door. Just then you feel this massive shock wave as the Montero explodes out towards in space out there. And just this blast comes back. Roll me 2 d6s. I got to see if any areas decompress on the Cronus. No areas decompress on the Cronus. There's some other emergency lights that come on, some sprays, some different things come up, short-term alarms, and then things begin to stabilize. You're closing the door, and you're now down in vehicle bay deck D. What are you going to do?
Chief, did that explosion impact that blip I saw?
Good question. Roll me a d6. High is good for the player.
3.
Can't tell. It's
Dead
just
center.
There's just a ping, that ping.
I tell Mother to keep track
Okay.
of that and then ping me if necessary. I'm going down to the bridge.
Okay.
Or up to the bridge.
All right, you exit the safety of the mother mainframe area, which is encased like the cryo areas are
Actually, I want
encased.
to go to that corporate suite, whatever it's called.
Okay, so you head out the stairs. Roll me a d6.
Hey, Chief. Yeah.
4.
Okay. You go past the dead body in the hallway. It's all dark out here. You're in your spacesuit. Make me a suit check. So roll me. I think you were at 4. So roll me 4 d6s. See how much air you start running out of.
My suit check.
Yep. Just roll 4 d6s. Any ones decreases your oxygen left on your suit. So you are down 2 rather than just 1. So you're down to what?
Air.
Down to 3 on your air. Yep.
So I should mark 3 in air now.
Yep. You go downstairs. You're at B1 junction. Which door do you want to go out? Corporate suite's there. You can exit that one or that one. There's a stairwell down this way, you know. This door is still open towards the bridge, but the bridge door.
So where do I come down to here?
Closed. Yep.
Got this one.
Okay. You open it. You head down that hallway. You get to this corner here, and you see something come out the corporate suite door and go into this air duct hole down on the floor. The air duct holes are about this big. They've got those orbital circular closing things like that. You go out the door, you look at the corporate suite door. You can see the door to the EEV is still sort of partially open, and the corporate suite's kind of a mess in here. You can see that there's an open med pack laying on the floor in front of you with some stuff hanging out of it, and you can see 2 empty syringe vials right here. It looks like they were never filled. They're still in plastic. The other 2 cases, so it looks like this. The other 2 cases are empty.
So have I been inoculated?
No, nobody's been inoculated. You guys have been conserving your air and staying generally out of that right now.
Chief, what do you say we just sit here for a few minutes? Catch a little breather.
Well, I like the idea of catching a breather.
This is in your giant side flank pocket. You hear a
They do?
I pull out the motion tracker.
You pull it out, and just as you look, it goes, and you kind of catch the glimpse that it shows a plus on the elevation, and apparently almost up above you, almost directly above you, you hear and then it stops.
So that would be like around the sides, or no, that'd be more.
As we're here, generally this area.
Oh,
So I'm gonna punch a comm and see if Davis and Rye
yeah, try to
and
hear.
say, hey, we're getting some movement up by the science area. Is that right?
No, it's the
scrubber area.
oh, the scrubber and the scrubber shaft and maybe the coolant tank.
I say, hey, Rye, are you still fucking around in that air scrubber?
No response from Ryan.
Rye.
Wilson, what happened to Rye?
Wilson, you're out in the hallway. What do you want to do?
Ignore him.
Okay. So you are going to be brown. You're outside the corporate suite.
So what happened to the that EEV?
The EV is still there.
Did anything, was it tampered with or anything?
Nope, but the door was opened. But you see, this was hastily discarded on the floor. I'm just going to tell you about the corporate area. It is, what number is it? Corporate suite. Clayton's wardroom, quarters, spacious areas, 1 point, luxurious bed soaked with blood, couch stuffing is all torn out, furniture in the room's destroyed. The mattress appears to be very recently turned up from the last time you guys had any idea what was going on. And there's a cutout area of the mattress that appears to be emptied. Probably had this med pack in it. The wall safe is now open. There's a bunch of rare cash bills in there, probably $1 million. But if there was anything else in there, it's missing. The wet bar has been cleaved in two. The walk-in closet, which you guys knew was the only other EEV on the ship, appears to have been recently opened and accessed. But somebody or something was recently in here, and you saw something or somebody run out and run into that. These little gray things are air ducts out there.
Do I see anything, any of the goo or any spores in the EEV?
Nothing around it or in it. It appears to have been kept quite clean around here.
I'm going to do a more thorough search to make sure that was hidden, attempted to be hidden in it, or around it.
Nope.
No?
It's functional, but can only be accessed with a key card. Would
Okay.
you like to try and access it with your key card?
So I thought it was open already.
No, you have the wardrobe is open, so you can see the EEVs there. It holds 3.
Okay. Is there any way I could put any further security on it? So besides a key card, so if someone...
You could shut the wardrobe door so it's not visible.
Well, but like a thumbprint or a retinal scan?
Not with your skills. Your best bet would be to access it with your key card. I don't know, take the ignition keys.
I will do that.
All right, put your key card in, and it said, deny Clayton only. It's her.
Is where's Clayton now?
She's
a little above
They're all
your
back
pay
in,
grade,
they're all back
apparently.
in cryo.
She's the company agent who
On the
for
ship.
Yeah.
Ava could get 10 minutes of work, and you could get her pretty well functional, and you could clean her off of those things if you want.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
You rest, Chief, and I'll try and...
Comm check with minus.
Try to see if we can keep trying to get a hold of Rye. We need to find out
Comm
what the
check
heck was
minus
Rye,
2 stress.
what's going on with Rye. We need to get these air scrubbers cleaned.
Okay. I'm going to go look for Rye.
Okay.
Was he going to the bridge or was he going to the...
He was going to the bridge, and he was supposed to get on and open up that pod bay door, and didn't open up the vehicle bay door.
Would I know how to open fix the scrubbers?
Yeah, all you got to do is climb in there. The cleaning devices are usually around the outside. It's layman's. It's fucking work of the peons. You'd never do that. But you could. I mean, but yeah, you can totally climb in there and grab the scrubbers, and it just takes a shift of work to clean those things off. You definitely want to be in a suit.
Poor Harry D.
You know that the air in here probably has motes floating around, at least in those areas. Usually what happens, those little things poof out, and they're kind of airborne for a little bit, and then they settle to the floor, and they seem to go dormant or whatever. So you really have to be, in range or breathe them right up your nostrils to get affected.
I'm not going to look for Rye. I will attempt to do the scrubber myself.
Okay, so you're going to come back here. You have to go up these, back through the junction. Remember, this door to the bridge was open right here, but that door at the bridge was closed. So you go over to you'd have to go over to the stairwell. You open this door here. You cross to here. You go back up the stairwell. You come up right here. Go out there, and I need to see where your air scrubber shaft is actually accessible. I might be wrong.
Yeah,
You're probably going to enter through the basement or something.
They show air scrubber shaft, air scrubber shaft, air scrubber
Shaft is dark. It's very noisy in there. You won't hear anything going on around you if you're in there. They work via electrolysis. If you remember, you're like, is that how we remove hair from our legs? Or is that... Oh, shit. Your science escapes you. You're not quite sure. Yeah, it's about a shift of work, you figure. So the scrubber access is going to be at level C down here next to cargo.
So I have to actually go down then.
Yep.
So forget that then. I'm going to go look for rye.
All right, so you exit here, go around the edge to there. You're at the bridge door. You pop the door open. You can see that inside the bridge is a mess. I'll just give you a quick update again about what we saw on that the first time. There's an eerie orange glow in here. Blast shutters are still lowered, shut tight around the viewports. There's soot on the ceiling that looks like motes, but it's not. Several of the stations are burned out. Under one of the glass panel that's usually behind the commander's area is shattered. Captain's station is kind of, you can glance all that local stuff around there if you want to make contact. This is an old holographic display. They don't use those things anymore because they're so prone to breakdown. It's all burned out by fire. The sensor station was damaged by the fire, could be fixed. Life support monitors show that you can see 1, 2, 3 people in life support in cryo, and then a fourth person appears to be a life form in cryo 1 zipping about the room. The pilot stations, there's an axe on station 1. Station 2 is just needs to be kind of powered up again.
So cryo 1 is where we think we lock something in.
Yep, and that's it.
Okay.
No sign of you don't see rye. You don't see any sign of blood. You don't see any sign that he was in here. She was in here doing anything. There's no sign of rye.
Can I in any way put some security on cryo chamber 1 so people just can't open it?
Probably not with your skill. If you were at Mother, you could override perhaps some stuff, lock doors, those types of things.
I'm gonna go back to Mother then.
Okay. When you two, what are you gonna do?
Well, I made a successful roll with no stress on fixing Ava.
Okay. Cool. All right, so Ava comes back online. She's doing quite a bit better. She's still quite damaged, but she kind of gives you that shit out of danger. And then her voice activation comes back, and you can see like she's just all of her white goop is all dried around the edge. Most of her skin is desiccated, like almost like a zombie, because all those years of trying to fix herself, but you run out of part. And anyways, her electronics seem to be working generally okay.
And I also tried to take care of the spores.
Okay. All right. So you get in there and start prying around her neck. Just make a quick agility, or whatever your agility plus whatever
agility,
mobility maybe.
Mobility, yeah, sure.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Now we haven't rested yet. So am I going to do this at my stress level?
You get a couple seconds of rest here.
Okay.
And so everybody drop your stress by 1. Drop your stress by 1.
So I'm only at 5 stress.
Yeah, me too.
Woohoo! Okay, I succeed and I do not suffer a 1. No mishaps.
Okay.
And that's just on the stress dice, correct?
He gets
One's on the stress dice.
He's doing all that stuff. What are you doing?
Getting ready to go look for rye.
All right, so you look out the door.
Wait, were we going to rest a little while longer or no?
You turn and stare out the garage door here into the vehicle bay.
Did you decide not to try to clean the scrubbers?
Not yet. No.
Most of the vehicle components, the Cronins appear to be missing. There's only 2 ATVs, no RTVs. Both ATVs are lying on their sides haphazardly. Clearly they weren't secured during takeoff. Up around the outside there's a catwalk and loading crane.
What's an RTV?
There's deep shadows everywhere. The only lights you have on in here are from the Daisy. There's debris all over the place. There's a dispatch office, equipment shed, parts storage. The ramp door obviously has been pulled up from where you're at. The airlocks in the level leading to the outside appear to have brace secures on them, and they appear to be the AT-25s, which are pretty easy to bypass if you got any skill. But all 4 of the airlocks were set that way so that they could not be used. And then your vehicle bay is here. You don't know if it's recompressed out there or not yet.
Wait, the airlocks were manipulated in a way that they cannot be used?
Apparently. So they could be used if you want to pry the ATs off of them, but it's like a club.
So I wonder if that was to keep something in, or to
You'd
try
probably
to keep
need
something out.
you'd need some type of maintenance jack. Those airlocks lead to outside the ship, obviously.
Okay. Well, we don't need out there right now.
No.
And you guys opened, you opened this door to the outside, and then, you came in. You can see some debris actually came in with you just because of your mass of your ship. It dragged some stuff in with you. So there's even more debris kind of laying around out there.
I looked through it. Is there anything of note?
Make an obs check.
5.
And you have not left the Daisy yet. All right, Ed, at the bridge. You want to poke around, push the buttons?
Yeah, just seriously further update from Mother.
Yep.
Especially on that blip coming in.
Okay.
I don't
You,
see
you can do general inquiries here.
Fail.
The specifics and the secrets all occur at the mainframe.
Oh no, I was heading back up to the mainframe.
Okay. All right. Roll me a d6 on a stress die.
5.
Okay. All right. You get back up to the mainframe. Use your key card. You get in there. Door shuts behind you.
Okay. Can I override Clayton's? Can Mother override Clayton's? Well, basically allow me to gain access to that EV.
You're about equal, so you cannot. You're unable to get that. You're gonna need Clayton's key card.
Is there any way I can fool Mother into thinking Clayton is dead, so that I'd be then next in command?
Mother basically says Clayton's still present on ship, alive. Probably some type of chip. These things are 70, 80s year old. You're not quite sure what even kind of tech they used to use on this, but
Right.
your stuff is so modern. It's like using Windows 10 technology on Windows Vista. So you're just like, hey, can you pull up blah 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 blah?
Yeah, he's got the
does not
USB
compute, yeah.
like thumb drive, and it's got like a 5 1/4 inch floppy.
5 1/4 floppy. Yeah.
Any update on that blip coming in?
Not yet. Just
Is it still
occasional mysterious ping? Seems obscured.
I mean, is it getting closer?
It's hard to tell. Mother doesn't have the capability to measure.
Okay, we
Alright,
can.
Chief,
Does
we're
not
gonna-
compute.
Ava. Is Ava functional now?
I'm gonna
It
start.
is functional.
I'm gonna start making my way down
look
to
for
the
Rye.
chamber where everyone else is hanging
Or
out.
clean
Okay.
out the scrubbers.
You know that those guys are downstairs. You head out of Mother. You head down Junction 1 to Junction 2. Junction 2 at Deck 2. Ladders undamaged. All the doors at that junction are still functional. You go down to Junction C1, which you guys have not been through yet. There's an external airlock gate here. Appears to be locked, clamped open again. And then there's... or locked closed again here. And then around here appears to be... there's other junctions here. Junction C2.
So where is everyone else hanging out?
We're down in the vehicle bay down.
No, but like the rest of the
They're
Cronus
They're
crew.
down in level D here. Cronus crew
they're
is
the
back there.
science, One of the cryo.
Yeah, they're in the hallway.
Okay, I'm on my way back to them.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna go back to them.
Yes.
Okay, so you go up.
Jay.
Yep.
I want to talk to Ava.
Yeah.
All right.
We need
Ava,
to,
what
happened?
Status report. What happened?
It's introduced at the beginning of the century, no longer discontinued. Female presenting equivalent to the Walter series android, considered to be a crew, nothing more than a machine. She was locked up outside cryodeck in an attempt to maintain the ship despite its infestation. She was damaged soon afterwards, wandered the ship in a daze for decades. And she says, it's my duty to make sure that humans cannot be injured.
Ava, the scrubbers are
not functioning.
yeah, so they need to be repaired.
I can go repair those right now.
Okay,
That would be awesome.
All right, so you can open the gate or open the door to the Daisy.
I guess so.
Gotta.
All right. The Daisy door kind of begins. You open up the Daisy door, and she takes her first steps out. And just like you see this spear come through her chest, she starts gurgling up white shit. She gets picked up over the Daisy door, and you just see white shit just shooting everywhere. Her arm goes flying over there. You hear this shrieking sound, and just thud. She lands out just the top torso, and she's foaming at the mouth. Just close the fucking door. Make a stress, or make a panic, as something lowers itself down in front of the Daisy door.
Panic. So panic. What do we do for that?
Just roll a d6 and add your current stress levels.
Great.
Awesome. So 1 plus
All right.
5 is 6.
You keep it together.
7.
You get a nervous twitch. Your stress level adds by 1.
I'm hitting the shut door
All right, roll me a d6. We're going to roll initiative off against each other. I got a 1.
I got a 1.
Okay, roll again. I got a 4.
6.
All right, so something, just this long, silvery-looking arm, looks like aluminum, comes down underneath and swipes underneath, like just unnaturally long, reaches to scoop underneath the door, and the door kind of comes down, and it does that. And then your motion tracker's going fucking crazy. But you're just like...
yeah, I got a nervous tick. What was Ava doing?
Ava's just laying out there...
No, but what was her nervous tick?
Oh, hers? Yeah, hers was this one.
So I say, there's something out there.
No shit, Davis. Fuck. What are we gonna fucking do?
That's taken care of.
Okay.
Your motion tracker detects motion around the room, and then off to the engine pod 2 airway duct. So whatever it was disappeared.
All right.
Well, we gotta find Rye, because Rye had the torch thing. That was awfully big and awfully fast.
You go back to cryo. All 4 of them are there.
Okay. So are they still kind of rough shape?
They're still passing around the oxygen to each other.
We drag her all the way back over this other ship.
Just to Clayton.
Get eviscerated.
Clayton, the company agent, is in there. She appears to be breathing heavier, and she is somewhat flushed. And she appears to be passing around these little injectables.
Okay.
And not Cooper, but Flynn, the medic, says you should probably inoculate yourself before it's too late. And she got looks like the last 2 ampules of this. She says the rest are in the science bay. I couldn't get.
The science bay was ejected.
She was the one that went to
the science labs are still here. The module's missing.
Okay. And what do you say? There's no more in the science bay?
There's more in the science lab, but somebody's going to have to go there and get them. She's like, we don't have enough oxygen left for me to go out again.
I pull Clayton aside now that she's kind of in a bad state.
She appears exceptionally cool. The other people are trembling and sweating and just unnerved. And the passive-aggressive Wick Johns, who's the second in command because the actual commander died, just doesn't even... He's just... what should we do?
Just like when Gorman just kind of freaked out and...
Mm-hmm. He always was an asshole.
I'm going to pull Clayton aside.
Okay.
And...
Ava might be repairable, you're not sure, but I'm going to draw an X on her anyways.
Okay.
I tell her manipulative, I did a quick diagnostic of Mother and checked out the status of the ship and everything, and security seems to be off on the ship.
Well, that's why we reads 410. She's like a fucking dwarf. She's this wide and she's missing, but she's a Marine and her good arm is just massive.
Well, I'm talking like access to the ship, not that security.
Yep.
And so I am willing to go down to the...
You hear... While you're speaking, you're talking, you hear across the in the vents above you. Your thing goes boo 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 boo.
So we got 2 signals.
Apparently.
Awesome.
I am willing to go to the science bay.
Okay.
But as I said, access to the ship has been scrambled, and I will need your access card.
Listen, I'll go with you. We need to take Flynn with us. Got some bargaining chip. It'll get us past thing we need to at Anchor.
What's Anchor Point?
Anchor Point's the nearest space station, way station out here.
Okay.
You're way the fuck out of here, by the way, but
Okay.
Anchor Point's and it's a non-military installation. So the good news is they have no weapons of any kind by treaty because of the colonial conflicts that they've had. So it's a great place to try and bring things through corn.
Okay.
It's kind of like Mos Eisley Spaceport.
I think Reed should stay here to keep watching them. You and I can go.
Okay. You could run over to Vestibule 2 and grab us a couple of more helmets.
I could.
Grab another helmet or 2.
If I wanted to.
Oh, wait. No, you guys grabbed the only 2 left face masks that were left. The other ones are all out of general air. You guys still need the scrubbers back on them before you can replenish your air.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to go clean the fucking scrubbers.
Well, I think we should just sit and see what happens.
One of the blips is now quiet. but the other one is still frickin' scrambling around. It appears to be up to, you're judging by the depth, is up at level B.
So you're saying C deck is where the access to the scrubbers is?
Yeah, okay. And it's right off of, I think Cargo Bay 1.
Is that where we had the last blip?
That appears to be a through passageway for whatever these things are. All right, you grab her. You trade out. There's one of the little air things for the other 3.
Well, in the science bay, I want to find some type of tranquilizer.
Okay. All right. You'll be on the lookout for that. So there's 2 air things that have been passing around between the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So you look at the air content and take the one with more air, of course, and then give the other 3 people that last gas.
Yeah, well, I'm fully.
Yeah, you're still fully helmeted, but your air will run out eventually too.
Okay. I want to see if I can find some type of tranquilizer.
Okay. All right. So you take a peek out the window. You know that something was running through the vents up here earlier. You heard something go by again. And it's gone all quiet in Cryo 1. So it's probably safe if you want to open the door.
No. So we haven't heard anything
Wicks goes over to the door. Wicks, Johns, goes over and peeks inside the darkness. And there's like a little short in there because it knocked over one of the lamps. That just kind of goes, just like slowly raises his head up to the little triangle-shaped window in the door, and peeks in.
Into where? And
then turns around and looks at you guys, and then you see like just a flash of black behind him, and then he looks back in.
This is he's in that hallway.
Yeah, you guys are holed up in the hallway. Nobody's in the other.
You're right next to where that thing is trapped.
Okay.
So the baby one that's now probably the size of a Volkswagen. But from our perspective, Miller and myself, we've gotten no radio traffic from Yin Yang here, and we haven't heard anything from Rye either.
You turn your switch off. They just fucking chatter all the nonsense.
So as far as we know, we're the only 2 alive on the ship.
Yeah.
So
you've got readouts that all 4 helmets are still active.
Okay.
So you know that Rye's helmet is still active. You just don't get any response from Rye. What's going on?
Did I find a tranquilizer?
You have not left the cryo area yet.
Oh, we haven't even left that yet.
No. What are you guys going to do?
Well, I think we just pop a pill and we relax a little bit. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stress. What are you at?
I'm at 5.
All right.
Can we take 10 minutes and just?
Yeah, you take 10 minutes. All right.
Smoke a cigarette.
So you grab.
Do you got that little thing of whiskey you carry on you?
You grab Clayton.
You know about that, do you? Of course you know about that.
Everybody starts to panic a little bit when you're ready to open the door. Don't go out. Those things are still out there.
So where are we? So we're in this hallway.
So this hallway here.
Okay.
But there's a fortified door right here.
Okay.
And Red's going to be Clayton. She's a vixen.
Ooh.
I added an additional thing for what's left of.
Okay.
And we're trying to get down to this is the science lab. We're trying to get down to.
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll be over in level B. Scilab, Science Sector, Scilab's here.
Stairs.
Yeah, because I traversed this hallway without any issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could go through the air vents, crawl this way to get through the exhaustion room junction A2 to head down to B2 to access
I had success in the hallway, so.
Okay, all right. You open the door and you exit to go. You're going to go back to the main stairwell past the air scrubbers again?
Probably, yeah.
All right.
What about
stairwell down to B? Junction stairwell here. You exit out the front. You come around the corner here. Do you want to go past the corporate suite or you want to go past the mess hall? Familiar or unfamiliar?
Familiar.
Okay. You're pulling her down the hallway. You see a flash over here of something past the window. You both pull into the corporate suite. She shuts the door quickly, and then you hear something scrambling around the rafters. Here, across here, coming towards the corporate suite is going to pop out the air vent over there.
But is there an air vent in here?
Yes.
So it could get in here then.
Yeah. So she quick opens up the wardrobe door, shoves you inside, pulls the wardrobe thing closed. I need you to make a stealth. I think there's some type of stealth, isn't there, under agility? Mobility. Yep. So make it on mobility.
3, 4, 6, stress. Wow.
Any ones?
No.
Okay, good.
3 successes. No,
All right.
5 successes.
All right. You're super quiet. You hear something just crash through the through the air vent, kind of comes up, down off the ceiling. You hear a crunching sound as it goes in. You hear like a hissing, kind of this dripping, drooling sound.
Just in the other room.
Yes. And all that's between you and that is like a little plasticide door with a bunch of her memorabilia and clothes hanging on the outside.
So we're in the EEV.
You're in the EEV.
It's inside
area.
the corporate suite.
Yes. So
Okay.
basically, that's a little fake door. The EEV is right there. You're hiding right here. The door to the EEV is right there. You hear something sniffing, searching's gonna find you. You want to pop the EEV door? Do you want to talk her into opening the EEV door?
Yeah.
Okay. So she pulls out the chain. You can see she's got her awesome key card. Hers is gold. Yours is black.
Well, mine's better.
But who's to argue? So
Mine's better than gold.
she puts hers in the little thing there. The EEV door cracks open ever so quietly. You guys both step inside. You're exceptionally close to each other. Her perspiration comes down on you a little bit. She's got a little cleavage showing. And as you back in, it's just really dark. She snips the door closed and pulls the little window shield down. Just then you can hear the front of the little wardrobe area get torn off, and you hear all this scrambling out there, all this stuff. Inside the small EEV, it's a non-faster than light drive type thing. It's mainly just an escape pod. You can see that she has these, I don't know, they look like little garbage can, silvery gray titanium looking ampules. There's 3 of them stashed in the corner over here, along with some drugs, maybe $2 million, and a bunch of other stuff. And anyways, it's kind of dark in here, and you hear all that scrambling going on outside there. Eventually the thing moves on, and you're in this tight little spot.
So is she in a pretty rough shape right now?
No, she's in really cool shape.
But is she like fatigued and?
Nothing.
Really?
She's got the little air thing.
Okay.
It's like, if we're smart, we can both come out of it.
Well, she's probably just as slimy as I am.
Slimier.
No, probably.
She says, listen, there's a couple more injectables and several more ampules down in the Psi Lab. If we can get them loaded on here and get out of here.
What are in those canisters here?
More of the original Draconis 26 up. We found it in an archaeological dig. The company, to us, this is going to be worth. We're set up for life. So that's all we got to think about.
Both of us are thinking, I'm set up for life.
Anyways, so you're in the little spot. What are you guys going to do? You've been sitting around fucking around the whole time.
Well, we rest.
You're
We
both
rest
in there
for 10
fucking
minutes.
Grateful Dead's
We
playing on the
rest
radio.
for
The
10
windows
minutes.
are all obscured. Just
Yeah, we're smoking doobies.
actually, you're inside your helmets, just belted into a seat, looking at Ava's twitching body out in the
but I played a little
hallway.
cassette tape on my belt, cassette player.
Yeah.
So we rest 10 minutes. How many?
One stress down. Ed, you guys rest for 10. One
4.
stress down.
All right, I guess let's go. I'm at 5.
Cleaners.
Down to 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
dang.
down to 4.
All right.
So we just need to go up.
What do you guys have for weapons?
We have the shotgun. I have the service pistol. Rye had the torch.
Cutting torch, and Rye also. Who had
Rye had the
the
incinerator.
who had the maintenance jack?
That got left. I think Rye had it, but
Okay.
It was on the Montero, probably.
no, it's here. It was because Rye had
the maintenance jack, right? And the torch. Since she was doing the cutting and the jacking.
And the lifting. She was doing all the work.
Since Cham got
Elongated.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm assuming these are stair.
Those are the airlocks.
Oh, the elevator.
That are
Oh, those are
that are
blocked.
locked, so you cannot get in or out of the ship through any of those 4 airlocks.
That would
So
yeah,
these-
that's those. But these are the
these
elevators.
These should be elevators to.
These are the elevators. These are the airlocks.
airlocks. Those are elevators. Okay, correct. Those airlocks.
I was thinking if we
so those are airlocks.
because the only way up to get to the scrubber shaft is we'll go to like these elevators so we could get up to the catwalk and head to the
So
scrubber.
these are stairways that lead up to the upper catwalk. There,
Oh,
there's parts storage,
okay.
dispatch office, and the shed, equipment
Well, if
shed.
we can take the stairs, we'll just take the stairs. If we can get up to D on these stairs
All right.
to
So
here.
which elevator are you going to run to?
To get to C, I guess
Your call, Chief.
we're going to go to these here.
All right. So you're going towards pod 1. You're going to take that elevator. All right.
Yeah,
That's what you want to do.
that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Ooh, has our agenda changed at all?
Not yet. Okay, you just gonna leave Ava laying out in the middle of the floor? Or are you gonna grab her and drag her off by the arm?
Well, is it like, would it be grabbing like her head and torso at this point, or would it be?
It's body from maybe rib cage up.
So
is
like I
still
could put her on
intact.
my back like C-3PO,
Like C-3PO.
Chewbacca. You know, she's gonna be.
I know it backwards.
Yeah. All right, that's what I'll do.
All right, so just make a quick mobility roll, no stress.
Put her so she's
can
looking
you-
backwards.
Yeah, can you take the motion tracker so I'm carrying a little less?
And the
or-
lights,
Yeah.
you guys still have the lights of the Daisy on.
Yeah, we'll leave the lights.
Did you want to check the motion tracker before you go?
Sure. Yes, actually, before we open the door, we will check the motion tracker.
Okay. There appears to be a blip on level right above you. Or sorry, yes, above you and above you.
Like right at elevator 1.
That half of this, that quarter of the ship. Just because Ava's laying there.
All right, I'll open the door and get Ava and drag her back in the ship.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Shut the
Okay.
door.
Roll me a d6.
I'll have my...
The door seems to have been damaged by whatever the hell was scrapping around at the door, so it only opens about this far. You might get
All right, so I'm in this big bulky suit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna precipitously like try and crawl through
so
this.
mobility
this
check with your
very-
stress. It kind of
Okay.
goes.
Yeah. Great.
Just don't get your glass face shield caught under it.
Okay.
So one...
I fail.
All right, so just make me a panic.
If you guys took that break.
Just roll a d6.
2
Total?
plus
5.
7.
7. Okay, you just get you make it through, but it's really scary. It comes down on your body and compresses your air for a second. You can't, you're like
Should I lose
compressed on there.
Should I lose an air?
No. Nope.
Oh, okay.
And you surprisingly you don't gain any stress right now, but you scramble out from there. Now you're check mobility, and it's just to see if you get through unscathed or if you need to make a panic check.
And I have dress, or I fail because of the fucking...
But you got a
stress
1,
die.
so make your panic. It starts to come down on you, compresses on your lungs, maybe your face shield.
1.
It comes down just as you're about to get your head through, and your helmet goes, and you hear, and you get a big crack across the glass on the corner, and you can hear. So you quick pull out your duct tape off your belt, which you always keep on these things anyways, and you. But unfortunately, it obscures part of your view on the right side.
Of course.
So you can't see anything off that side.